and our y-intercept, and then we're going to find out where it crosses the x-axis, and those are going to be our solutions. You can have 2, 1, or none. Super exciting. Are we ready, or do we need a mo? Cool, I love it when you answer me. Hey, did y'all notice that no one else is talking? Cool. Now, there are 2 ways that you can find solutions. You can graph it, and you can factor it. Today, we're going to, yes?
I'm sorry, but when I was out Thursday, did we go over the Wednesday homework?
Yep.
Okay. So, can you tell you to it now, or?
Nope. During 0 period. Okay. What was I trying to say?
You said something about graphing.
There are 2 ways that we can find the solutions. We can do it by graphing or by factoring. So today we're going to graph, tomorrow we're going to factor. Get super excited. Which we've already factored before, so it's just a review. The first one that we're going to do today is x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Now, we are looking for when y equals 0. That's the whole point of what we're doing, is when y equals 0. And that's why it's equal to 0 instead of y. Does everybody understand? And you want your quadratic to be equal to 0 instead of y. So that means everything needs to be on the left. Who can tell me the first step in graphing a quadratic when we don't use a t-table? Okay? What is that? Axis of symmetry. Both of you get a point. Alright, so we start by finding the axis of symmetry, which is the opposite of b divided by 2 times a. What's our b here? And what's the opposite of negativo dos? Divided by 2 times 1. Why is it 1? Because that's the number in front of x squared. Alright, what's 2 times 1? And what's 2 divided by 2? Do we remember this from last week? How do you know that, Tater Tot? And why is it 0 out front? Look at you go. Take a point. Alright, so step 2 is finding our y-intercept, which is 0, negative 8. What is step 3 besides Reggie?
Vertex.
Vertex. And how do you find the vertex?
Find the axis of symmetry, plug in the axis of symmetry to the y, and plot your vertex.
And for the x, yep, and find y. Good. So we're going to take this one, and everywhere we see an x, we're going to plug it in. Take a point, Natalie. Take a point, Jorge, because I know you were yelling stuff at me. You just don't know how to raise your hand because you're trying to kill me. What's 1 squared? 2 times 1. Everybody see how I got that? Negativo 9. Yes. Negativo 9. It's not 5. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus 8 is negative 9. Now, what does this give me? What is this negative 9?
That's the different part of it.
Part of it. What's the other part?
Settle.
1. So how do I write my coordinate?
1 negative
1, negative 9. Are we ready to graph? Yes, no, maybe so.
1. Yeah. No.
¿Por qué no?
Esa hueva.
Damien, draw your graph. Okay, you just looked like you were staring off into space. Alright, what do I plot first? 1. And do I draw a vertical line or put a dot? A vertical line. Do I put a dot anywhere on this line yet? No. Ignore that. Let me check my email and see when we're going to lunch. What time did you just say?
12:21.
Ham sandwich.
That's good.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I hope we can do this. What? Your turn. I'm gonna die. So do I go down 8 or left 8? Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I need to extend this line. Ham sandwich. I have an answer.
I thought when we make the chart, I mean not the chart, you know, the little thing X, Y. I thought we were going to grab the number 2, the X, intercept.
I did?
Why you say 1?
Okay, this is my axis of symmetry. So I drew that first. Because remember, that reflects across. Alright, now what's the last thing that I need to plot? 1, negative 9. And then if this is 1 unit away right here, how many is it going to be away right here? Now, do I reflect across the axis of symmetry or the y-axis? Axis of symmetry. Always. Okay, now if we draw this, how many times do you think it's going to hit the x-axis? 2. But we have to figure out exactly where. What you do, it's a magic trick. How many times, can you hold on? How many times did I go up and to the right here? 1 and then 1. That's your perfect squares. So what's your next perfect square after 1? Don't say 2.
3.
Perfect squares, guys. Perfect squares. Remember when we made the perfect square card? And we had 1, 4, 9, 16. So what's after 1? 4. So if I go up 1, right 1, I'm going to go up 4 and right 2. So everybody go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 2. Sweet baby Jesus. And if I'm 2 units away this way, what am I going to be to the left?
2.
Have I gone up enough yet? Okay, so what comes after 4? And if I go up 9, how many am I going to go right? 3. Start at your vertex. Up. Ooh, let me write 4 right here. 4 and then 2. And then you go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then write 1, 2, 3. And how many am I? How many do I go to the left this way? 1, 2, 3. Is that where it crosses the x-axis? Ham sandwich. What are those coordinates? No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
No, it's not tres.
Ayun.
Es 4-0.
No entendí.
And aquí es negativo 2.
No me entendió.
Yeah. You're just mad you're wrong.
Sí, no me entendió todo. Ya.
Then you just write the coordinates. That's it. And we're done. Why are you looking at me like that? Yes.
That's a point a little bit.
Okay.
I said it.
We ready to try one more together? We're going to practice one more together because y'all scare me. Does anybody have any questions on how we did this? How did we get to this last point right here?
With 9, 3. With up 9 and right 3.
Yes.
So you look at the perfect squares to tell you.
Yep.
Perfect square.
Unless there's a number in front of this, and then you would just multiply it by that number. So that's no big deal, right? Because if it was 2, you would just do 2 times 1, and you'd get up to right 1. That's it. That's all you do. All right, let's try this one together. Together. X squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. See? No. Alright, what is the first step, tater tots? Axis of symmetry. And what is the formula for axis of symmetry? It's not over anything because we're not cows.
Negative d divided by 2a.
Yes.
I forgot what we were talking about.
You forgot after a year and a half with me?
I used to say over. You don't say. Proceed.
What is b here? And what's the opposite of negative 4? Positive 4 divided by 2 times 1. Where did the 1 come from?
It's the X.
It's in front of the X.
In front of x
Square.
squared. Because in front of x is negative 4, so it's in front of x squared. Alright, what's 2 times 1? And what's 4 divided by 2? Dun, 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 dun. Are we ready? Number 2. What is step 2? Step 2 is y-intercept, and what is our y-intercept? 0, 3. Take a point. Look at us go. It's like we've learned something after 2 weeks of doing this. And what is step 3? The vertex. And how do I find my vertex? Reggie's going to tell us because he's back there talking, so I'm assuming that he's wanting to talk about math.
Yeah, talk about this, but I'm like, ahead.
Tell me what I did.
Oh, you just put it in.
Plug what in?
You just put it in.
For what?
2 squared.
2 squared minus, and then you muttered.
4 times 2.
4 times 2 plus 3. Look at you go. It's like you've been paying attention. What is 2 squared?
4.
What is 4? What is humana? What is negative 4 times 2? Negative 8.
Negativo 1.
¿Por qué?
Porque sí.
¿Por qué?
Porque 4 menos 8 más 3 es negativo 1.
Because 4 minus 8 is what?
Negative 4.
And negative 4 plus 3 is? Fantastic. That's what I wanted you to tell me. But you get a point, Jorge.
Lo que dije.
And how do I write it as a coordinate? 2, negative 1. Take a point. Are we ready to graph? Does anybody need a moment to catch up? Or we're good? Cool. Love it when you answer me. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Almost? Okay.
Are we gonna do a worksheet on this?
Maybe. Why? I thought you were going to get a new notebook.
You know, my mom, she's
Okay. All right, Ever, tell me what I plot first.
Negativo 1.
No.
No. 2.
Dos. Which way?
Derecha.
Not without Jorge telling you. Derecha? Aquí?
Sí.
Do I put a dot?
No.
What if he was wrong? Do I draw a line? Is it a dotted line or solid? Is it
No
a
sé, maestra.
is it a dash line like aquí? Or is it a solid line? Ay, ay, ay.
Dash.
Thank you, Ever. You get a point.
Yo?
Oh my gosh.
No.
No, you don't. You don't. Since you're confused, you don't. Alright, so we drew our axis of symmetry. What do we plot now?
1, 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And if it's 2 units away here, oh wait, I got ahead of myself. What do I need to plot before I do that?
Vertex.
My vertex. And where is my vertex?
Negativo 1.
Where?
No, negativo 1.
I go right 2, then down 1?
Sí.
Okay. So if I'm 2 units away here, how many am I going to be away here? How many times is it going to cross the x-axis?
Twice.
Where at?
No, no, sí.
What did we do right here? We went up 1 and right 1, correct? From what point?
Uno por uno mismo.
From the vertex, right?
Ajá.
Okay, so what are we going to do right here?
Arriba uno y otro a la derecha.
Yep.
Y también al otro lado.
And then connect your dots. What are these solutions? Because remember, that's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find where it crosses the x-axis, not just graph it. So where does it cross the x-axis?
0, 1.
No,
Sí.
no.
¿Cómo de que no?
Because you go,
Ok, 1, 0.
thank you. And then?
Negativo.
Negativo 1. ¿Qué?
Nikki.
Simón ahí.
1, 2, 3. Can you try one without me?
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Let's get crazy.
Get crazy? Let's do this. Are we ready? Does anyone have any questions? What?
El último en terminar.
Como right here? You just go up 1. Arriba uno. Derecha uno. Because you started your vertex, yeah, always. Unless there's a number right here. But since it's 1, you go up 1, right 1, and then you would go up 4, right 2, and that gets you right here, correct? And then you would go up 9, right 3. But since this gives us our point, you don't have to. That's all. Don't be afraid. You just use your perfect squares. Arriba uno, derecha uno, arriba cuatro, derecha dos. Yes. We've taken pictures of this like 47 times. Y'all could just not delete this picture
So, like,
or keep up with it or make your own note card.
back in the old high school, like, that was you know, thing. You know,
The Uber that didn't do nothing. Okay. Alright, so this is page 37B. Yes, I'm going to put it up here for you. This is problem C. How many times can it cross the x-axis? 2.
1 y 0.
Good. X squared minus 6x equals negative 9. Now before you try this one on your own, what is different about this problem?
Del negativo 9.
you have a negative 9. You only have two numbers, and it's not equal to what? 0. But can we move this negative 9 over here?
No.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I done.
You would just add 9. Take a point.
Break it and
And so that would give you x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Can you now use all of those beautiful steps that we just did to graph it? Do it. I will even put this up here for you. Use the pink and the purple. Ready, set, go. When you're ready for me to come check it, I'll come check it. Okay. So for your axis of symmetry, everybody got 6 divided by 2 times 1, correct? Alright, and then you got positive 3. And the reason it's positive 3 is because it's the opposite of negative 6, right? For step 2, your y-intercept is 0, 9, because it's this number right here. For step 3, we have 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 9. 3 squared is 9, minus 18 plus 9, which gives us 0. So our vertex is at 3, 0, which is also what? The solution. Take a point. Fantastic. So when y is 0, that's your solution. And then we graph. Damien, tell me what you plotted first on your graph, because your graph looked really good.
I did 3 over. Yeah, over. So 3.
Over is not a direction.
Sorry. Oh. Right. Right.
Oh my gosh. We went right. And did you put a dot or did you draw a dotted line?
I drew a dotted line.
Vertical or horizontal? Ta-da! Do we agree or disagree so far?
Question, I didn't know, like, okay, when you do a dotted line,
Yes?
you have to move it over 3.
Because it's positive 3?
Oh. I did not know that was a line.
Cool. Alright, what's our y-intercept? Arriba or abajo?
Arriba.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what do I plot? Vertex, which is 3, 0. Alright, so if this is 3 units away here, how many would it be away here?
3.
Now, since this crosses the x-axis, we don't have to do that fancy up 1, right 1, but we're going to. So first you go up 1, right 1, put a dot. And if I go right 1, how many do I have to go left? Okay, after 1, after I go up 1, right 1, I go arriba, cuatro. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I connect my dots.
Connection. Okay.
And my solution is 3, 0. Uno más.
Ah.
Yes.
no más.
Uno más. The more we do now, you don't have money for homework. So if we get done with all the problems, you have no tarea. Alright. This is going to be a big graph, but I think you can do it. Oh. We're going to go crazy again. X squared equals negative 8x minus 16. What is different about this problem?
Negativo.
The inside is on the different side.
Yes. So do we need to move all of this over here?
Sí.
And how would we do that?
Add 8x.
Add it. So then it would be x squared plus 8x plus 16 equals 0. Good. Take a point. All right, graph it without me. Super excited. All right, did you get these as your answer? Okay, on our graph.
Got it.
Do you? Are you sure? What do I do first? axis of symmetry, which is that? So do I go left 4 or right 4? Left.
Why does it matter what order you go in?
Because why would you not start with 1? And your axis of symmetry shows you where to flip it. So you always need to draw that first anyway. After that, I don't care. Alright, so you go left 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, then what about plot? I go up 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ham sandwich. Yep. And then my vertex is at -4, 0. And if it's 4 units away up here, how many is it away this way? 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, flip it across the axis of symmetry, not your y-axis. So then, what would I do from here? Up 1, right 1. And up 1, left 1. And then what would I do? Look at you go. And then? Or is that fine? And I can just extend it up to my y-intercept. And what's my solution? -4, 0. Take a point, Colby. Alright, are you guys ready for your last problem of today? The last one. This is the last. No. Una más.
What time is homework?
Una más en una tarea. Do you want homework? No tarea. Alright, here we go. If you finish this one, you have no homework.
You like it? I like it. I love it.